Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to do a quick recap of some of the analysis I was looking at last night and how I really feel like it is a testament to what is a easier day trading market, right? Because heading into the close yesterday, we saw a few signs, between individual equity picks that were closing down near the lows and just so many charts that really didn't have a very good connotation to them. And then the idea that the VIX was possibly showing us the beginning of a shift and a move back up possibly somewhere towards 30. Now, while that was part of what I was thinking heading into the end of the day yesterday, there has to be part of this that you recognize that the volatility around CPI and the binary nature of that data, we have to assess each morning anew. And when we wake up and you see the S&Ps, right, I was working a path considering SPX below 38.14 would bring us lower. Well, there's no reason to try to use that way of thinking when you're clearly gapping so much above it. So it's just being able to acknowledge that so much will change in a day. And then when we did open up like this, you strictly go with it, right? Just the enormous nature of the gap. That is a big part of what leads us to continuing to push higher. And then the two trades that we did in the chat room today, the first of which was seeing the 3-minute squeeze, right? Again, acknowledging that the strength of the day was a trend that we wanted to go with. So we were able to take that squeeze and ran it right up into the snow line there at 39.34. That was our first short put spread that we took for just a day trade, and then flattened out through the lunch hours, and then just rinse and repeat. Now in this second trade, I put it on a little later in the day, and we did it through a butterfly, just kind of varying your strategies given the time of day. But again, it's just saying you have to recognize when that previous way of thinking is not what the day is going to bring, adapt to what you have in front of you, and use the signals that present themselves in those aggressive directional markets. I find that a 3-minute squeeze in something like Tesla, in something like the S&P, is usually going to provide you some of your best usable signals, and that was a big part of our action today. So with that note, it's very hard to tell you what tomorrow will open up to. I believe that markets are trying to put in a more formidable bottom. And if I were to give you one trade to follow for Friday's action, it's to look at Tesla. This is another spot where the squeeze is going to be the foundation of what we begin with. So thinking that that could provide directional movement, thinking that this gap up that began Thursday's action ended the selling that had been so dominant to that point. Then you close just near the very upper part of that range. That's usually going to be a good continuation signal. Look at it even now, closing 190.72 and bid at 191.69. So, almost a full $1 higher in the after hours session. I'm thinking that we gap higher tomorrow and then probably push into 200 and into 204. So I hope that helps for a review of the previous analysis, some thoughts and opportunities heading into Friday, and I hope you guys can make some good money with it. Have a great rest of your session. We'll see you in the next free video. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.